I'm Annie Ramsey, and this is an update of how John and I are going in the MLA Challenge. We've just finished our first quarter of the challenge, and so far so good. In Tassie we're having a pretty good season. We've had some nice rain, the grass is green and the lambs are on the ground. Our first key decision point that we've been looking at is lambing, and it's been going pretty well. So this is an update of how it's gone and how we're tracking in the challenge.
The first quarter of the MLA Challenge has been very busy. We had a great visit from our mentor John Keeler, who gave some great insight into our business and our sheep enterprise. We also had the last of our lambs go to market. KPI is scanning. Our target is to have 170% embryo scanned. This year we only scanned at 134%. We were quite disappointed with this, and we predominantly put it down to the dry season. Even though the ewes were in reasonable condition score at joining, or they were in good condition score that nearly met targets, they still didn't scan very well. Also at scanning, we pull out our twins, our singles, our triplets and dries. In our twins and singles we're going to pull out earlies and lates. This will help us utilise our late lambing country, which is good shelter, better. Ewe condition. This KPI at lambing is condition score 3 for singles and 3.5 for twins and triplets. This is to achieve adequate condition for lambing ease and to help prevent mismothering. This year we hit the target of 3 for singles and were a bit below at 3.2 for twins. Last year we averaged 2.7 for singles and twins combined. A good resource for this is from the MLA, Making More from sheep.com.au, Wean More Lambs, procedure 10.4.
How do you think we went with our KPI of feed on offer?
Our KPI for feed on offer is 2,000 kilos of dry matter per hectare on our hill country for twins, 1,800 kilos of dry matter on our flats for twins, and 1,200 kilos of dry matter on our flats for singles. What you can see here is our flats. It's an open ground, it's highly productive, and currently it's got a 2-year ryegrass in it, which grows very vigorously. We met the KPI quite well, apart from our late singles. We didn't have enough feed on the whole property, so we chose to sacrifice the late singles, and they only lambed on 1,000 kilos of dry matter. However, they lambed quite well. We did make a bit of a mistake. We lambed our twins on 2,000 kilos of dry matter, but we had too many in the paddock, which meant they ate the dry matter available down to about 1,200 kilos. We then managed to free up another paddock for them, and they got back up to 2,000 kilos of dry matter. So they did not hit their targets for about probably a week and a half during lambing. I think that did affect their lamb marking percentage.
What will we do differently next year?
Next year I'll definitely do some better feed budgeting for our twins. I just put a set number of sheep per hectare, whereas I need to work out how many DCs per hectare that paddock will run. Also next year we're looking at lambing later. I'm working with my mentor John Keeler and choosing a lambing date, which hasn't been chosen yet, but we think we could lamb up to a month later, in the middle of September, which means we should hit these targets much easier.
Mob size. This KPI is twins no more than 200 per mob and singles no more than 400. This is to help prevent mismothering. This year we hit that target easily, with the largest single mob being 200 and the largest twin mob 150. Labour efficiency. We have added this KPI as labour is our biggest expense on the farm, and it is one that needs constant monitoring and fine-tuning. Our KPI is 8,000 DSE per labour unit. However, this quarter we actually did better than that and did 10,000 DSE per labour unit. This is because lambing time there isn't a lot to do with the sheep, and the composite ewes lambed really well with very little supervision. We went around them probably 2 to 3 times a week and had very little troubles. A good resource for this is the MLA publication, Sheep, a simple guide for making more money with less work. It helps you to get your systems in place to try and maximise labour efficiency. Our last KPI is stocking rate. We have this KPI so as we can maximise the meat produced from the grass grown. Stocking rate is a key profit driver in all grazing businesses. Last year we totally under budgeted how much food the ryegrass will grow, and I don't want the same situation to happen again this spring. This has a flow-on effect to our cropping enterprise. Our KPI is 4 DSE per hectare per 100 mil in the flats and 3 DSE per hectare per 100 mil in the grazing country. We also have a trading target tool of 10% return on capital using an Excel spreadsheet trading tool. We're also using some MLA products called the Feed Demand Calculator and Pasture Growth Outlook tool to fine tune this stocking rate. Currently, we are running at 10,800 DC, but we need to be using my benchmark's 13,600 DC. We can make a trading target of 11% on steers and minus 20% on lambs. So currently, we're going to buy some more cattle.
I'd also like you to meet our family.
I'm crazy.
And who's your brother, Alex? Where is he?
Yeah.
Henry, can you say hello?
Hello.
Alex, what's your favourite part of the farm? Sheeps. And do you like helping Daddy on the farm?
Yes.
Is it fun?
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you for watching our update on the first quarter of the MLA Challenge. We hope you've enjoyed it. We've enjoyed introducing our family and our farm to you. In the meantime, you can keep updated on John's tracking via Twitter @JohnRamsey43 or via the MLA website.